spermatogenesis procedure, the procedure of the production of sperm, spermatogenesis, we can say. So let us see the spermatogenesis. In the testes, the immature male germ cells, which we already said, that in case of testes, seminiferous tubules are present. If this is the testis, that tunica albuginea is having many invaginations. In the invaginations, the interlobular septa, that many lobules are present, and these lobules are containing seminiferous tubules. Okay, so these seminiferous tubule, if you take one seminiferous tubule, these seminiferous tubule are having lining of germinal epithelium. So we are now talking about that germinal epithelium, that what do you say, spermatogonia, the seminiferous tubule. I brought from here, you just check this. That in seminiferous tubule, so that let's start from the beginning. In the testes, many lobules. In the lobule, seminiferous tubules are present. Each seminiferous tubule lining is germinal epithelium. Each germinal epithelium, that cells are that spermatogonia. Germinal epithelial cells, we say spermatogonia. Okay. So let's start from spermatogonia. That we need to start it from spermatogonia. Is going to produce the sperms, which a process of production of the sperms is called spermatogenesis, which begins at puberty. Spermatogenesis begins at puberty. Okay, so that means from the birth till the age of puberty, there is no production of sperms. From the birth till the age of puberty, there is no production of sperm. That what happens at the time? Let us check here. Spermatogenesis starts at the age of puberty due to significant increase in the secretion of gonadotropin releasing hormone. Means from where we get start? From the hypothalamus. Need to begin the story from the hypothalamus. Yes, a little font I am increasing. Hypothalamus. The hypothalamus is going to secrete a hormone called GnRH. The hypothalamus secretes gonadotropin releasing hormone. So did you remember we discussed in chemical control and coordination? This GnRH, gonadotropin releasing hormone, released from the hypothalamus, will come to the anterior pituitary and stimulates the anterior pituitary for the gonadotropin hormones. What do you say? FSH and LH, follicle stimulating hormone and luteinizing hormone. Okay, so that first of all, follicle stimulating and luteinizing hormone. We need to start with them the story. The gonadotropin hormones, gonadotropin releasing hormone, which is a hypothalamic hormone. The increased level of GnRH then acts on the adenohypophysis of the pituitary gland and stimulates the secretion of two types of gonadotropin. What are they? Luteinizing hormone and follicle stimulating hormone. So that means the story starts at the age of puberty from hypothalamus. Okay. So, but actually we discussed about the inhibin earlier, isn't it? Inhibin. That Serotoli cells are going to secrete a hormone called inhibin till the age of puberty. That the Serotoli cells, they stop the action of this particular hormone. So that means when the puberty age comes, that Serotoli cell secreted inhibin is going to be inhibited over. That inhibin is can be inhibited over. So that you need to understand, after the birth till the age of puberty, germinal epithelium is there, spermatogonial cells are there, but there is no production of sperms because of Serotoli cell secreted inhibin. Okay, that is inhibited by gonadotropin releasing hormone released from the hypothalamus that stimulates anterior pituitary for the secretion of LH and FSH. Now we need to see what FSH and LH can do. Okay. So the first of all, FSH hormone. We are reading in that the need to read in the order which I am explaining. That's the problem. Actually, people don't understand after the explanation. So I'm coming from FSH. FSH acts on the Sertoli cell and stimulates the secretion of some factor which help in the process of spermiogenesis. FSH for spermiogenesis, that you need to remember. LH acts on the Leydig cell and stimulates the secretion of androgen. And LH is also called ICSH, that we discussed in endocrinology. LH or ICSH, interstitial cell stimulating hormone. That means Leydig cells are also called interstitial cells. Okay, so that you need to remember the two things at a time. So that LH is called, LH is also called ICSH. Leydig cells are also called interstitial cells. So Leydig cells or interstitial cells are stimulated by interstitial cell stimulating hormone, which the Leydig cells stimulate the secretion of androgens. Androgens they are going to form. Androgens in turn stimulate the process of spermatogenesis. Androgens in turn they stimulate the process of spermatogenesis. Just need to see the difference. There are two words given here. So who is responsible for the spermiogenesis? FSH. So who is responsible for the spermatogenesis? LH. Yeah, need to focus here. So I think what is spermatogenesis? What is spermiogenesis? What is spermiation? That will come now, but you see the difference. Follicle stimulating hormone, they said they are participating in spermiogenesis. LH, luteinizing hormone, is participating in spermatogenesis. This is the hormonal involvement in the case of male. And now let's go through the production of sperms. This is the pair of 90% of questions will come from here. That if any application, possible applications, all from here itself. In the testes, immature male germ cells, what do you say them as? Spermatogonia. Immature male germ cells, which we say spermatogonia. Okay, I am writing along the side. I am writing this spermatogonia. Okay, so these spermatogonia by spermatogenesis, they begins at puberty. Okay, the spermatogonial stem cells present in the seminiferous tubule multiply by mitotic division and increase in number. Each spermatogonial stem cell is diploid and contain 46 chromosomes, and some of the spermatogonial stem cell develop into primary spermatocyte. Here, just a simple area here. We said seminiferous tubules are lined with germinal epithelium. The germinal epithelium is containing spermatogonial stem cells. They divide mitotically, they divide and form many cells. So ultimately we require here this line. Some of the spermatogonial stem cells develop into primary spermatocyte. Some of them develop into primary spermatocyte. So I am writing here the first spermatogonial cells. Okay, these spermatogonial cells now became primary spermatocyte. Primary spermatocyte. Okay, which undergo meiosis periodically. A primary spermatocyte complete the first meiotic division. In primary spermatocyte, meiosis 1 occurs. Meiosis 1 occurs to complete the first meiotic division, leading to the formation of two equal-sized haploid cells called secondary spermatocytes. Secondary spermatocytes, which have only 223 chromosomes, because meiosis 1 is over. After meiosis 1, what can be expected? That haploid cells can be expected over. Okay. So they undergo the second meiotic division. Secondary spermatocyte undergo second meiotic division to produce 4 equal-sized spermatids. So what are spermatids? They are even haploid. Okay, the spermatids are getting formed. The spermatids are transformed into spermatozoa. That the spermatids will be transformed into spermatozoa. The process we call spermiogenesis. After the spermatogenesis, sperm head become embedded in the serotoli cell, which are finally released from the seminiferous tubule by a process called spermiation. Okay, let's do it on whiteboard. So in the clear cut format, we'll make it. So first of all, what I said, this is spermatogenesis. The process of production of sperms is called spermatogenesis. Okay. So in that, we are going to begin with spermatogonium or sperm mother cells. These spermatogonium is sperm mother cells are going to undergo mitosis, mitotic divisions. Many mitotic divisions they perform. Okay. Then, andulunchi, some of the spermatogonial cells, some spermatogonium, some spermatogonial cells are going to form primary spermatocyte. Okay, they're going to form primary spermatocyte. Then, primary spermatocyte is forming secondary spermatocyte. Primary spermatocyte forms secondary spermatocyte. Secondary spermatocyte develops into spermatids. Okay. Then spermatids develops into spermatozoa. This is the story. So for this story, we need to add the various contents here. That we said this is, I'll draw the germinal epithelium also here, that you can understand where exactly all these are happening. So these are all happening in the seminiferous tubules. So what is this? This is seminiferous tubule. Seminiferous tubule contain germinal epithelial cells. I am drawing here. Seminiferous tubules. So that is seminiferous tubule, which it contains our said spermatogonium. That spermatogonium undergo mitotic division that form that many the spermatogonial cells. Some among them they start the division. Okay, so let's check it out. Let's check so here we came. Spermatogonial stem cells present in the seminiferous tubule multiply by mitotic division and increase in number. Each spermatogonial stem cell is diploid and contain 46 chromosomes. Some spermatogonial stem cell develop into primary spermatocyte. They undergo meiosis. A primary spermatocyte complete the first meiotic division. Let us represent this on the board. Okay, so that's some of the spermatogonial stem cells I took here. They are now formed primary spermatocyte, they said, and our said meiosis 1 occurs here. Meiosis 1. So by the appearance of the meiosis 1, now onwards we need to write secondary. Okay, we'll write afterwards. Till the time this is 2n because mitotic division 46 chromosome. 2n 46 chromosome. Primary spermatocyte also 2n. That means spermatogonium, primary spermatocyte are said to be diploid chromosome. Meiosis 1 is completed. Meiosis 1 is completed. What it means? Secondary spermatocyte is formed. That should be haploid because meiosis 1 is completed, isn't it? Okay. So then this secondary spermatocyte will undergo meiosis 2. Let's go there. Once we'll check it out. Primary spermatocyte complete the first meiotic division, leading to the formation of two equal-sized haploid cells called secondary spermatocyte, then which have only 23 chromosomes. I just shown you in the haploid form. And secondary spermatocytes undergo the second meiotic division to produce four equal-sized haploid spermatids. Four equal-sized haploid spermatids that I shown to you. Okay. So this is I will show this in the form of cells also. some spermatogonial stem cells they are said, then that become primary spermatocyte. Meiosis 1 is completed. That means how many secondary spermatocytes are formed? 2. That secondary spermatocyte is going to form the 4 haploid spermatids. Okay, so parallelly I am drawing that you can understand. Okay, this is 2n, this is 2n. Primary spermatocyte is also 2n. Why I am much focused here? Why I am much specified here? All these are the questions actually. That means their status, their formation, everything is going to be questioned. This is n. Okay, then 4 spermatids are formed. They are also haploid. That means at least you need to understand primary spermatocyte when it undergo meiosis 1, after that onwards you can see that remaining all are going to be haploid in condition, spermatozoa, everything. Okay, so what is required then? These spermatids need to transform into sperms. Okay, these spermatids need to transform into sperm. This is the order. Just you people need to take a screenshot of this order. Yes, so this take the screenshot of this order. This is very, very, very important. Nearly 30 questions of practice I am going to give on this single page, on the single screen. That means in multi. Okay, we got some disturbance actually. I think rectified. Next, what we need to see here. We have some terminology. Spermatogenesis. Spermatogenesis. I'm writing here. Spermatogenesis. That we are learned from the beginning. Next, spermiogenesis. Spermatogenesis, spermiogenesis. Then spermiation. We have the 3 different words. Spermatogenesis, spermiogenesis, spermiation. Okay, overall process we can say spermatogenesis. There is no doubt in about this. Overall process we call spermatogenesis. You see here, our heading is itself spermatogenesis, production of sperms. Okay, so what is this two? That means confusion will come here itself. What is spermiogenesis? The transformation of the spermatids into spermatozoa is called that spermiogenesis. We say that the spermatids are formed. Meiosis 2 is giving spermatids. Okay, so I'll show you once again. This is spermatogonial cells that they form they divide mitotically. That what do you say? Mitotic division occurs, and some of them are going to form the primary spermatocyte. The primary spermatocyte, meiosis 1 they undergo, and in the meiosis 1 that results the formation of 2 secondary spermatocytes. Then these secondary spermatocytes undergo meiosis 2 that form 4 spermatids. Okay, so these spermatids need to transform into spermatozoa, isn't it? That this process, what do you call this process? Spermiogenesis. The transformation of spermatids into the sperms is called spermiogenesis. Okay, this process we call spermiogenesis. Okay, so what next? That spermiation. You see here, further we'll go to the diagram that we can understand much better there. The text diagram will go there. What is spermiation? Then we know Sertoli cells are going to provide the nourishment. Sertoli cells are going to provide nourishment to the developing sperms, isn't it? Have you seen this area? You see here, this area where I am showing that. Have you seen this that circle? That where you can see the sperms are embedded in the Sertoli cells. That means the sperms are embedded in the Sertoli cells. Okay. Here, that area which I circle, or else we'll make it out. This is Serotoli cell, and embedding in the Serotoli cell, the sperms are present. Okay. Now, that read that line. That the after spermiogenesis, sperm heads become embedded in the Serotoli cell. This is the diagram which I am showing, and are finally released from the seminiferous tubule by a process called spermiation. That you can see their release also, their liberation also. Here, this is liberated, this is liberated, likewise. Okay, so what is a spermiation? So that now let's go back, let us see that FSH and LH activity, what we are seeing here. FSH and LH. FSH acts on the Serotoli cell and stimulates the secretion of the some factors which help in the process of spermiogenesis. What is spermiogenesis? That we are seeing now. What is spermiogenesis? The transformation of the spermatid into spermatozoa we call spermiogenesis. Okay. Next, LH. LH acts on the Leydig cells and stimulates the secretion of androgen. Androgen in turn stimulates the spermatogenesis. Spermatogenesis, the word is wider. That means total production of the sperms we call spermatogenesis. Okay. So the in this case, you people need to remember here that you need to remember. So I'll give a clear cut chart again for you. That is very important. That's why I'm repeating. Just let's take the clear cut chart again. So here I don't confuse you more. Just I'll write one spermatogonium, spermatogonium, or sperm mother cells. Okay. So they develop into primary spermatocytes. Okay, primary spermatocyte. Primary spermatocyte develops into secondary spermatocytes. Okay, so that I'm typing here secondary spermatocyte. Secondary spermatocytes and will develop into spermatids. Spermatids transform into spermatozoa. This is the compact area which I am showing here. They're little bit compact. Okay, so primary spermatocyte. How they get formed, that is important here. So how they are formed. That means on what basis they get formed. Means meiosis 1 results, meiosis 2 results. These kind of questions even can be expected here. Okay, so that means a little more space required here. Little more space I'm making. Yeah, that I'll be able to write. It's better to me. So spermatogonium, two primary spermatocyte. What is the division? Mitosis. So that's why if I say this is 2n equal to 46, that spermatogonium also 2n equal to 46. Next, primary spermatocyte. So spermatogonium, two primary spermatocyte. Primary spermatocyte is also that here this is the mitotic division. Then primary spermatocyte undergo meiosis 1. They undergo meiosis 1. Okay. So meiosis 1. So that's why after this you can say haploid, haploid, haploid. Everything is haploid. So this is very important question. Very, very regular question here. Then secondary spermatocytes undergo meiosis 2. Meiosis 2 is nothing but mitosis. All you people learned earlier. Okay, so that results into the spermatid. The spermatid need to transform into spermatozoa. Okay. So by number 1 primary spermatocyte, meiosis 1, it results 2 secondary spermatocyte, and meiosis 2 result 4 spermatids, and 4 spermatids transform into 4 spermatozoa. Okay. So definitions wise, we have the that we have some 3 definitions here. Three definitions. Let me see here. The whole process. What do you call it as? Whole process as spermatogenesis. Okay. The whole process is called spermatogenesis. Next, the transformation of the spermatid into spermatozoa. So marking here. The transformation of the spermatid into spermatozoa is called. The transformation is called. Okay. Let me change the color. Yeah. Spermiogenesis. I bet here, definitely, when you see here, it seems to be simple, but when you started answering questions, that you will be forced to draw this chart in examination. That to avoid the confusion, I suggest even to you draw the chart, but you should learn it first of all, isn't it? Okay, so take a screenshot of the chart. This is very important. Only one thing left over that I'll show on the one side. This is the Sertoli cells. Embedding in the Sertoli cells, the sperms are present here that they are taking nourishment. So let me label this. This is Sertoli cells, and this is sperm as well, we know. So liberation of this particular in this area, we need to write the spermiation. Liberation of the sperms from the Sertoli cells is called spermiation. Now you can take the full, the three definitions and the meiosis and mitotic items and the diploid or haploid things. So 1 and 2 and this is the 3. This screen occupies 90% questions. Otherwise, they want to give male reproductive questions that they are simply going to be math the following. That what is the gubernaculum, what is spermatic cord. Likewise, that we get the simplest type of questions there. But here, the more applications are possible in this area. So that's why we forced and we made it again and again. I'm reading why because this reason. Okay, now I think you better understand if I say from the beginning. Okay, let me give the conclusion here. Spermatogenesis in the testes, the immature male germ cell, spermatogonia, produce sperms by a process called spermatogenesis that begins at puberty. The spermatogonial stem cells present in the seminiferous tubule multiply by mitotic division. Mitotic division, that to be remembered. Increase in the number. Each spermatogonial cell is diploid. Their status is going to be the question. And contain 46 chromosomes. That is the general issue, we know. Some of the spermatogonial stem cell develop into primary spermatocyte in the sequence. Spermatogonial stem cells is the number 1 and that develops into primary spermatocyte, that is the number 2, which undergo meiosis periodically. Very, very important. Okay, a primary spermatocyte complete the first meiotic division. Who performed first meiotic division? Primary spermatocyte. What is the result? Secondary spermatocyte. Haploid secondary spermatocyte, which have only 23 chromosomes each. The secondary spermatocyte undergo meiosis 2. Meiosis 2 is performed by secondary spermatocyte. Okay, to produce 4 equal sized haploid spermatids. Spermatids formed after meiosis 2. That these kind of questions. Okay, then the spermatids are transformed into spermatozoa. The transformation of the spermatids into spermatozoa is called as spermiogenesis. The one more here, that is spermiogenesis. Then what happens after spermiogenesis? The sperm heads become embedded in the Sertoli cells and finally released from the seminiferous tubule by a process called spermiation. Again, one more, spermiation. So this paragraph is very, very important. Let me continue. That hormonal influence, that spermatogenesis starts at the age of puberty due to its the significant increase in the secretion of gonadotropin releasing hormone till the time that production of sperms is held by that Sertoli cell secreted inhibin. Then now GnRH, which is a hypothalamic hormone, their levels are increased and acts on the anterior hypophysis of the pituitary, adenohypophysis, anterior pituitary gland or adenohypophysis, and stimulate the secretion of the two types of gonad that hormones, gonadotropin, we say GTH, gonadotropin, FSH, and LH. So actions are given. LH acts on Leydig cell that stimulate the secretion of androgen. Androgen in turn participate in the spermatogenesis. Particularly talking about the FSH. FSH acts on the Sertoli cells and stimulate the secretion of some factors which help in the process of spermiogenesis. We have a small area about the structure of the mature spermatozoon that we complete that here itself. The mature spermatozoon.